continually recycling the ball and finding forwards in the back line and not being able to get the continuity that they want Argentina. If they're going to break this line, they're going to have to do it with one of their speedsters.
Well, they've got a back line a mile long here, and they're not even using them. They've got to get it out to the wingers. Give them the opportunity.
Contepomi, they're flat-footed. Now they're trying to set up a mini maul in centre field, sucking in the defenders, but it's coming out too slowly again.
Well, I think that sides that be watching this tonight, Ireland, they won't be shaking their boots tonight after this performance from Argentina. They need to find space.
Orengo, Coletto, Albanese still can't get the ball on the left wing.
Yet so far.
Contepomi throws a big dummy. Albanese and Pichot.
Advantage being played by the referee, Matt Cobain, called offside.
Orengo now. And here it is for Coletto. Did he hold on to the ball?
I don't think he thinks he did.
No, I think it was a great tackle by Wendell Saylor. I think he's just got him over the sideline.
So it came from nothing, really. Pichot started it. Again, it was down the short side. Ignacio Coletto. Has he got it down here?
Thank you.
Looks okay to me.
What Honus has gone upstairs for is to see if the foot outside the division there had gone into touch.
Well, whose legs is it that take out the corner post? Is it Wendell Saylor that takes it out? And I think it is. And I think
it's whether or not that knee actually hits the ground outside the line before that ball goes down. But 1 second lapse of concentration by Australia.
That looks to be a fair try. Wendell has already taken out the corner post. And suddenly, Argentina is within striking distance.
Decision is coming.
Belatedly, Argentina gets their first try of the Rugby World Cup. And we have a ball game. Now some nail-biting for both sides in the last 10 minutes. And this kick takes on a new dimension as well, because if successful, Argentina will trail by just a converted try. Well, breathing space for the Wallabies. And it hasn't been a happy night with the boot for Contepomi, just 1 from 5. So his record against Australia in his last 2 tests is 3 from 12.
And here
there's the wizard, Tim.
Here we see Pichot getting the ball out wide. And it's important that the Argentinian side, their backs had to get some ball. And Coletto did well to beat Saylor for the corner.
17-8. The Wallabies given a real boot in the backside by the Pumas. Still 8 minutes to go before full time in this World Cup opener. Now that was a maul. In that situation where the ball is up off the ground, in the maul, it's use it or lose it. Argentina not able to get it back.
Great work by Nathan Sharp. They've said he's actually come through the middle of that, got his hands onto the ball and made sure he's held onto it. Brennan Cannon being replaced by Jeremy Paul. Brendan's had a great game, done everything asked of him, been the general in that front row, held it together.
Here's Flatley, caught by Martin. Gregan looking for the quick ball. Gito. Joe Roth, lovely running from Roth. Great reply, Australia. Well, it was the ACT Brumbies teammates in concert. Little Matt Gito probed. He had an instinct that Joe Roth was accelerating, and the big fellow arrived.
Well, the reason the try was scored early on from Elton Flatley, taking the direct ball. Here we see Matt Gito throwing the pass behind Matt Burke. Wasn't a decoy play, didn't take anyone out, and Joe Roth has been sliding through gaps all his career and does another one tonight.
Perfect timing. Gito put the ball out in front. You couldn't have asked for it on a plate for Joe Roth. He didn't have to do too much after he got the ball. The work had been done for him beforehand, and the boys are happy.
So Joe Roff, playing in his third World Cup, scores his 28th Test try, and both of Australia's 5-pointers coming from the wingers. 81,350 fans on hand at mighty Telstra Stadium. Australia lose ahead now. Pichot wrapped up by Giteau. That's Grau.
Still your advantage, boys.
Argentina now trying to back themselves to score a try in the closing stages. Orengo, he delivered the final pass for Argentina's try. Now Manuel Contepomi.
Great advantage played by Honus tonight, hasn't he? He's let the play go on for on some occasions 4 or 5 times before he's actually called it back up. He's been very composed. I think he's done a magnificent job right across the board.
Well, the bonus point looking a bit remote for Argentina. They need to get within 7 points of Australia to get a bonus point. 16 the margin at the moment. No halfback. Phil Waugh picked it up. Burke. And the Australians now through Gregan, who cleared brilliantly. David Lyons. Gregan again. Giteau wants it. Flatley. Driven back by Contepomi. Good work, Argentina.
The Argentinians did some good work there. They've actually driven over the top, but instead of just doing that and driving over the top, they've actually then put a hand in as they're underneath. So as they've got the drive forward, the hand's on the ball, the blue hand has just tried to push it back just ever so gently, and Honus all over it.
And the referee has ruled there that the ruck was formed. The players from either side, you only need one from either side in contact over the ball on the ground. This is little Albanese again. Diego loves to step. He's around Sailor. Here's Coletto. He's got one try already, and look at him go! Gregan with a try-saving tackle, and Burke straight downfield. What a passage of play. Here they go again through Longo. Nunes Piosek. And some very tired players in the end, but electrifying pace from Coletto, who was almost over for his second. But it was George Gregan who saved the day.
We've been having a go at Albanese all afternoon. George Gregan, great work. He's just covered him, shadowed him from behind, picked the right time and pulled him down. We've been having a go at Albanese all afternoon, but when he gets a chance, he's giving it his best shot.
Here's a popular decision. Chris Whittaker is on the field, second in the New South Wales Players Award, and Lottie Takiri's on too for try-scoring hero Joe Roff. Whittaker doesn't get much game time in the shadow of George Gregan, but he's out there in the opening World Cup game, and he drops the ball, but it went backwards. Here's Flatley now. Pumas now beaten. 16-point lead for Australia. Giteau looking dangerous against the tiring defenders. Here's Whittaker. Lovely pass to Paul. Desperate defence by Coletto. He's been Argentina's best tonight.
Turnover.
Pichot. Counters on. Contepomi. Lovely work from Martin. This is Nunes Piosek. Takiri wrapped him up. Manuel Contepomi. Good tackle by Giteau. Argentina retains possession.
Penalty for Australia now. Acting captain Elton Flatley with David Giffen off the pitch. His other vice-captain and George Gregan off. It's an important decision with a couple of minutes to go. Australia have to keep attacking. But good work by Argentina. They keep the pressure on and they're fighting right through to the end.
Just on the screen there a second ago, Lottie Takiri, he's out to have a big night tonight. I don't know who his hairdresser is or whether he's got one or just sticks his finger in a light socket there, gives it a bit of a zap before he comes on the field.
At least he's got some.
Always have to bring up the ball a bit, don't you, Tim?
You prop forwards are just jealous. So Whittaker again with a nice pass out to Flatley. David Lyons. And here's Burke. 10 metres out. Matthew Burke. Getting very close here for Australia. Knock on by Argentina. Referee playing advantage. So the last rites being applied by the Wallabies. They're off to a winning start in this danger game against Argentina, who've self-destructed here tonight.
It's taken 65 minutes, but this is what we're after from Australia, to get them to start throwing the ball. Lyons has started to pick up where he did in the first 15 and 20 minutes. Burke, we haven't seen too much of him, but everything he's done tonight has been spot on the money.
Can they post another try? And it's against Ben Darwin for dropping his shoulder. Deliberately collapsing.
It's always one of the touchy decisions a referee's got to make, whether or not it just goes down naturally because of the force or whether or not he believes the player's actually brought it down. And the only way you can normally see that is depending on which angle the elbow. If the elbow is pointed down, he's usually going to give a penalty.
So Argentina with some very sloppy line-out work in the first half. Really architects of their downfall. The Wallabies haven't finished well tonight, but they're building. They've certainly laid a platform to really kick on in this tournament. Whittaker, Burrows. Referee's ruled a collapse maul. Use it or lose it, that's full time. Paul Honus says we've had enough, and it's a winning start for George Gregan and his Wallaby team. 24 plays 8, a try in either half to wingers Sailor and Rock. Corletto got a 72nd minute try for Argentina to cause a few flutters for the home team, but then Australia steadied through that Joe Roth try. 24-8 to Australia.
Well, Wallaby captain George Gregan with me. How was that performance by the Wallabies tonight?
It was a scratchy performance in some aspects, but, you know, it was a positive start. We won our first game, and we won that game pretty convincingly. We had some opportunities which we didn't quite convert, but